If you're planning to apply a USA visa, this is the video for you. Hi everyone, today I'm going to walk with you through the process of applying for a visa. I'll share my experiences, tips, and everything you need to know from filling out the forms, handling the interview. If you're planning to apply a USA visa from Qatar, this is the video for you. Let's go. 6 to 7 months ago, I applied for a B1, B2 visa to go to USA, America. First time I did it, I got declined. The second time I did it, I got accepted. So whatever I'm going to be telling you today, I have experience. How do you apply a B1, B2 visa? A B1, B2 visa is a tourist visitor's visa issued by the USA. Okay. These are the purposes of the B2 visa. You can be a tourist, so tourism, vacation, holiday, visiting friends or relatives, medical treatment, participation in social events, enrolling in a short recreational course. What's the procedure of applying for a B1, B2 visa? For a first-time applicant, you have to do these three major parts. 1. Create an online profile. 2. Applying for an interview appointment. And 3. Attending the interview process. So let's get right to creating an online platform. There's a link down below, USA website. The link is down below on my bio. Click on it. Next, scroll down and click how to apply visitor's visa, which is the B1, B2. That's how it's categorized on that website. The next step is to click the form DS-160 option. Okay, here select the location where you will be applying for the visa as Qatar, Doha. Enter the code as shown. There is a certain code that will pop up there as you're registering. You have to pay attention to what is on that code. Sometimes you can't see it well, but that's, once you start the application, you will see where that code pops up. Click start on application. Okay, once you are in, you will start by filling up personal information like your name, full names. Make sure all your names are all correct. Everything matches your passport, everything matches your ID, so that you don't encounter problems ahead. Once done, click on personal 2. They will ask you for details like your country, region, origin, nationality. You just put it all down there, and they will ask you some questions, so make sure you got all the details that you require. Safest way to do this, sometimes you can answer, log in and log out, but then again read the instructions very well so that your time does not expire. Go to the link, click on it, look through, answer what you need to answer. Again, the link is down here, the link is on my bio. Click on the first link that you will see. It will take you directly to this website. Next, click on travel. Fill travel details. If you've traveled there before, write the information as required, the address and the phone number, all that. They will also ask you for your social media info. Submit your passport information. They will ask you US point of contact. Like if you're going to US for family, for anyone, they will ask you some questions like family information in the US. Answer the questions respectively as asked in those forms. Next, you will go to the work, educational and training. Fill the present work. Make sure you fill what you were doing at that moment. If it is work, fill it up. If it is school, fill it up. If additional information such as countries you have been, if you've traveled in the last 5 years, make sure you write it down there. And it is advisable during the interview you carry tickets, like confirmation, like papers that show that you really were in these countries. Okay, after all that, upload a passport photo. There are some requirements. You can't just upload any type of passport. Make sure it is clear, make sure it is of certain dimensions. Just go out there, Google, and find out the dimension. As a matter of fact, I will Google it for you and put it here so that you will not have problems. Once that is done, once you have uploaded your passport photo, now go to review. Click review. Check all the information you've given, confirm and edit if necessary. If it is okay, you're fine, done, click next, travel. The page confirms your submission of the non-immigrant visa application, which completes your form. That is part 1. Once you finish part 1, you will print this page and take it with you during your visa interview. Confirmation. Make sure you bring this with you. Make sure the barcode is very clear. Make sure this barcode is very clear. Carry this, because when you get there during your interview, at the gate they will ask you for this paper. From the gate you will go to another spot which they will ask you for this paper again. So you need to make sure you have it in paper form, not on your phone, in paper form. All right. Most of it might be, if you're in Qatar, definitely most of it will be in Arabic. You don't understand it, but they understand it. This process, I did it in Qatar. So these are some of the things you can do while you're here in Qatar. About other countries, I may not be 100% sure about those places, but I do hope I think it is kind of similar in other countries. If you're from another country and you're watching this vlog, let us know down below in the comment section if it is done the same way even in your country or in another country. This page, click on new application or schedule appointment. Now here you will see the first available appointment already fixed for you by the USA Embassy in Qatar, and make payment. So you will see different dates. The first one that is available, you will see the next, you will see the next, you will see the next, and you will decide which one is comfortable with you. There are different times. You can choose 9, you can choose whatever time is there according to what fits right with you, and then book it and pay it. There's a lot of questions and there's a lot of answers that you need to fill out. So most of it, you might not understand everything I'm saying right now until you're doing it, and then that's when you'll be like, oh, so these are the steps that you need to go through. These are the questions and these are the answers that I need to give. The fee for the B1, B2 visa class application is $185, which is equivalent to 700 riyals or 500 to 700 Qatar riyals. When you're making these appointments, go in it prepared. If your visa is approved, you will have to leave your passport with the officer that's asking you questions. They will give you a certain paper like this, and then it will have the information of where you will pick it up. Visa will come after 3 to 5 days. Mine came so fast, I didn't even expect it. It wasn't even 3 days, so expect it sooner or later. Mostly they will send you a text message and an email to inform you that your passport is out. We're done with part 1, we are done with part 2, and now we are going to part 3. Before you go to the interview, please have your passport. Please have your passport photos and make sure it's in the correct dimension. Otherwise you will encounter problems. I can tell you that. Make sure you have supporting documents. Bring bank statements 3 to 6 months. If you're working, you will have to ask your boss to write a letter or to give you something that shows you work there and how long you will be working there. And if you are continuing with a contract, make sure that is also detailed there, and you will tell them if they ask you that question. They want to make sure that you are coming back. You're not going to US and stay there. A lot of people have done that, and why they don't allow a lot of people to go there. So you need to have a lot of backup to show that you're going to be coming back. If you have family there, ask them what state they're in. Ask them questions so that when you are asked, so which state are you going to, you're not like, you're once you start doing that, they will already say in their minds, yeah, we're done. Make sure you've gone through online, check hotels that you would like to stay, and make sure which state they are in. If you're going as a tourist, you're going to this place and this place and this place. Be very smart about this whole process. If you are married, you bring your spouse's bank statement, you bring your spouse's driving license, stuff like that. Because now if you're married and you state that you're maybe a housewife, because you can put that option, you're a housewife, that means they will be looking at what your husband does, the job he is in. Is he able to support you? Is he able to pay for everything? And go further and ask your husband or your spouse to write a letter for you and say that I will cater for everything in this trip, this and this, blah blah blah, everything. Just have a lot of support, okay? If you're in school, please carry the necessary documents. If you're in this and that, carry the necessary documents. And also, if you find a friendly officer, go ahead and try and talk to them. That is if they are open. Some are very tough. Like the first officer that I met when I went to apply, that guy did not even speak to me, give me a chance to speak to him. Look, like, okay, he did speak to me by asking me like a few questions, but he didn't give me a chance to explain myself and talk. Learn to read your surroundings. Don't be closed, don't be too open, because when you start talking too much, they will be like, you're trying too hard. What happens on the day of the US visa? As soon as you get to the US embassy, security will ask you for your appointment confirmation letter. Appointment confirmation. Once you're checked at the gate, you will go to the next room where they will ask you for the papers and your passport and other things again. Then you will go to another room where you'll have to deposit all your belongings, including your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your digital watch. So when you go to the US embassy for the interview, just carry a few things. But even if you bring all your stuff, they will keep it for you safely. You will not have any problems. And then there will be 2 security screenings. Safety, 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 always safety. After that, they will take your fingerprints and then you wait for your interview. And then a consular office will interview you to decide if you qualify for the visa or not. Once your visa is approved, the officer will take your passport, give you a certain paper. This is pretty much it, the yellow card. Then they will take your passport and they will do the process. You will just go home and wait for a message to let you know when to collect it. If your visa is not approved, you will be given a paper like this but of a different color. I think it's pinkish. You will receive your passport and then you will go out, take your belongings and just go home. This is the story. I went for the first time to apply for a visa and I got rejected. I went back home and in a few days I applied for another appointment, alright? And the appointment was gonna be 3 to 4 months. That's the time difference I put there, 4 months. And then I went back for another appointment. I got the visa approved. And that is how I was able to go to the United States of America. When you go for the appointment, do not be too late or do not be too early. Make sure you're dressed official. This is my passport. Go through your passport. And that's how I applied the B1, B2 visa in Qatar to the United States of America. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this video is very helpful. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe down below. Hit that notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video.